we're talking about solving percent of increase decrease problems. And this is a common way how we can measure changes in data, especially increases or decreases. And you might see this a lot. You might see something like crime decreased by 8%, or executive received a 10% raise, something along those lines. So when we think about this, when we're talking about solving percent of increase or decrease problems, we really got to think of it as where we came from, where we ended up. And by that, let's just look at an example. Let's say we have the electric bill. Let's say we have an electric bill. And it went from, I don't know, let's say it went from $26 a month to $30 a month. And we want to know what's the increase. Since it went up, we know it increased. When we think about this, where do we start at? This is what we're thinking of. Where do we start? We started at $26 a month. Right? So if we want to know what is the increase, the amount of increase is equal to the new price, new cost, minus the old. So in this case, we went from 26 to 30. It went to 30. 30 is the new price. So the amount of increase here would be 30 minus 26. So it increased by $4. That's the amount of increase. But we have to think of what is the percent of increase. And for that, we're basically saying, okay, this $4 is what percentage of the original cost. So we think about that. $4, we're going to say 4 is what percent? Well, 4 equals what percent? We don't know the percent. So we'd be X times the original cost we know is 26. So basically we're saying 4 is equal to 26x. So now what we can do is we can divide both sides by 26. 4 over 26 is equal to x. So x is equal to, and yeah, I'm going to do a little cheating here with a calculator. But we can see 4 divided by 26 is equal to 0.1538. So we could say that the amount of increase is 15.38%. Now, the base of this, again, when we're talking about percent increases or decreases, is where did we start at? We started at $26. Okay. So, to illustrate this a little bit, if we talk about percent of increase, we're talking about the amount of increase divided by the original amount. And if we're talking about percent of decrease, then we're talking about the amount of decrease over the original amount. All right. So we'll look at another example here. We'll look at a decrease. Let's say, I don't know, the sales of cupcakes. I don't know. Let's say sales of cupcakes. In 2000 were, I don't know, let's say $120,000. And then we'll go sales of cupcakes in 2001 were 110,000. And let's say what's the percent decrease? Well, we know we went from 120 to 10, so we went down 10,000. Now, what we gotta do is we gotta think, okay, we started in 2000 with 120,000. So really, if we look at this, we're saying, okay, we decreased by 10,000. We want to put this over 120,000. And if we're doing that, what we're essentially getting is 1 over 12. And now we know we can take this 12 into 1. We don't have anything there. We get 8 there, 96, 43 is 36. So it's 8.33% is the percent decrease. So again, when we're talking about percent increases or decreases, always take the difference between the new and the old and divide that by the order where we started. So this deals with percent of increase or decrease, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.